Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is Ziggy here. I'm trying a new technology to see if I can't walk through a little CMOC demonstration and tutorial for everybody. Lots of time, so why not give it a shot, right? So I'm going to share my CMOC account. Where is that? Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Should be seeing this. So let's play. I'm a CMOC user. I've been using this thing, I think, for almost 3 years now. I'll just let you know, I send all the cards that I don't want to deal with to this place. It could be a lot of different things. It could be cards I think of under $20, but above $1 or $2. I don't send cheap cards because there are some fees and stuff. But I've been using this thing for a while. I really like it. So let's start with, let's pretend like you're new to this and you've never used it. So if I go to CMOC, and you've never been here before, you can browse the auctions. They do a good job telling you why. You can buy cards on here, flat rate shipping, millions of cards in one roof. I would say I'm not a big buyer, but what I do like about this, if you're trying to complete a Prism Rainbow or something, you can find that card normally, you know, the $2.99, you know, card on this. It might be expensive, but you can find it. Also, I do mainly selling on cards, right? And I do point out a few things that they had listed here, right? They do search and identify, they evaluate the condition and value. So when you send the card to them, they're gonna do a quality check. They scan the card, they're advertising for you, right? They store and insure the cards, so they're keeping the cards. They resolve customer service needs. And I will say that's one thing, I don't have returns to these guys. I've never had a return. I think they have a return policy, but for the most part, what you see is what you're getting. And since it's been qualified and verified, by CMOC as a trusted third party, it's not like I'm sending somebody a raw card and they don't like it and they send it back to me. So I'm pretty happy with a CMOC. I would say in the years, their fees have gone up, which I understand. They're a business and they're trying to stay in business, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and sign in. But again, just for those people who are wondering why I use CMOC, again, they're a consignment shop, right? They do other stuff for you. So when I sign in, Ziggy breaks, even though I'm not a breaker, just when I started breaking years ago, I thought to myself, I'm a breaker because I buy into breaks, but I'm not a breaker who breaks stuff. So I call myself Ziggy Breaks. Now, you know, 5 years later, some people are confused. They think I'm a breaker. So into my dashboard here, boom. Okay, so a few things you're going to see. My available store credit, that's how much, you know, money I've gotten here, $143.50. You can buy more credit if you have to put money into it. You can look at your credit history, you know, store credit, what's gone in and out. A few things I'll just quickly hit on. This is my last sales, things that are selling. And you can also see here, what am I selling? This is a 1987 Topps Fire Reggie Jackson card. I sold it for 71 cents. That's what I netted. I think I listed it at $1, right? And they take their fee or whatever. And you can, look right here, sale price is 75 cents, transaction fee of 0.03 cents, promotion fee 0, and then my credit was 73.25. What I like about this, right, is that I can see what I'm selling. I don't have to be actively involved. They can send you an offer and then you can approve the offer. I don't have any of this right now. But you can see, right, I've been using this. Does it have my start date? I don't think it does, but $14,000 in sales since I've been using it, right? Current inventory is around 477 cards. I've had my inventory up to the thousands, but what I do, what I've learned over the years is after a certain period of time, the inventory sitting there, I just bundle it up into a portfolio and I sell the portfolio, okay? You can also see some of my purchases, right? I bought some Prism Okeki cards back in, back in January. Here's also processing. So you can see I have 260 cards processing right now. Looks like I have a 14 card credit, which means they'll give me credit to 14 cards they didn't process. And they'll give you the due date. So that should be in there by 4/10, which is only right around the corner. And I will say for the most part, they kind of hold to the end and they start trickling them in and then you'll get a dump of all your cards and you can go in and sort them and price them. I'll kind of show you that here as well. But one thing people ask me all the time is if I'm setting up a CMOC account, should I go ahead and send 1,000 cards or should I send all my cards up there? My suggestion to you is send a couple hundred up just to get a feel of it, right? List the cards. Remember, first of all, you get 6 months of free storage. So if you send 1,000 cards up, they're probably all not going to sell, right? So after 6 months, you have 1,000 cards hitting that storage fee. So I trickle them down. If I have 1,000 cards, I'd send 250 for 4 months. And that way they trickle in and you get a good inventory coming in. You can also time them based on the market, right? So for example, right now, in my opinion, it's a great time to send your football cards in, right? Because football season's coming, hopefully, and you'll be positioned to sell football. You could send baseball cards in too right now because I think baseball season will kick off and you get the baseball playoffs coming up. Basketball, I might hold on to basketball cards. It just depends, but you can determine that yourself. Let's see here. Some things I also want to highlight. Okay, so inventory page. Let's go to that. Inventory page lets me look at my inventory manager. And when this comes up, you'll see here, this is a lot what you'll see like after you process cards. They will be in a queue like this. They won't have a price assigned to them. Like I have $9 assigned to Kiki, right? They'll just have a blank there. And this is something interesting. There used to be, oh, here it is. There's a 25-cent fee here. I wonder why there's not one there. I know they just changed their fees, and I forget why they did this. Anyway, what's cool here is it can show you what I paid for it, right? Acquired on 1/7 for $190. I'm listing it for $9. That's just me. Part of the reason is I don't want to sell that card. If I want to sell it, I price it really low, right? Look at this Kiwi Brown. I haven't priced it $9. Now, here's something cool too that CMOC will tell you. I have one. It's $8.75, and I have the monopoly. I'm the only one who has one of these cards on CMOC. So I can keep my price wherever I want to. I'm dictating price. I could drop that price. You look at something down here like the Kevin Durant Optic, the champ is here. Well, there's 26 of those cards on the CMC market, and they range from 45 cents to $30. I love the guy at $30. He's got some optimism. I'm priced 3 of mine at 75 cents. I don't like to go too much under $1 or else I'm really losing money, right? Now, people will ask, well, Mike, why do you have a card that's only worth 75 cents? Well, when I bundle up my portfolio, I want a lot of cards in there and not a lot of weak cards. I just want a lot of volume. So a buyer might look at this and go, you know, I can buy the whole lot and get all these cards at one time. And you'll see that later on, I think, when I give you an example of a portfolio. But again, you can see all my Champ is Here cards. You can also look at, you know, what's this, Curry. You can do searches here. So let's see what my inventory is on Kobe's. There should be none. I think I've sold all my Kobe's. Actually, I have a few here. Look at that. Contenders Kobe and a Prism Kobe. I can do an inventory on, let's say, LeBron. And I've got some LeBron cards. And again, this is a great way to go and check your prices to see if they're in line. Like mine are $1 here for this Contenders base card. Let's see, what's some other, let's do Zion. I don't think I have any Zion at all here. Nope, no Zion. Let's do Tatum. I think I sold off my Tatums as well. Nope, okay. But again, you can see how I can do searches in my inventory. I can change prices. Let me go back to, oh, so here's another good example. Here's some portfolio sales, right? So I sold a portfolio of 1,800 cards for $825. So again, you go back what I said earlier, I will bundle in a bunch of cards, right? Maybe 100 of those had, in my opinion, real value. The other 1,700 cards just want to move. The buyer there is getting a great deal, man. And you know, the card per price is there for $825. That's phenomenal, right? So some other small portfolio for $55, which is only 160 cards. I think those are many of the sales I've done, right? A couple $1,000 ones. But again, just to unload the cards. You can see how you can set promotions. So I can set a sale on my prices. I can set a portfolio sale, $5 for the week or until sold. So just a couple things. I do portfolio sales. They will do every now and then some promotional sales that they do a Father's Day sale or a, you know, kick off a baseball season sale if you want to. There's all sorts of promotions you could do. Let me come back here to my portfolio. I go back to the dashboard. And let's talk about some other things about this. So some other things they can do. They can do grading submissions. Now, to be honest, what is this? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, these are ones that I submitted to them in the past. Okay. So this is cool in my opinion. Huh. I had a Gianna stained glass that I got BSG. They did it for me. They charged me $19 at the time. I think I sold that card for a lot of money. At the time, I probably could make more of it now looking back. But they used to let you grade cards through BGS and PSA. Now they do their review condition cards. So they'll look at a card and they'll tell you near mint to gem mint or mint or better on the card. Here's some Ingrams, Brandon Ingram Silver. I would say another thing that CMOC is great at is sometimes you'll send cards up and you forget, wow, that's a silver. Like I sent this Ingram Silver up. I didn't realize it was a good card. I actually had that card come back to me. In fact, you see, I think I reviewed it here, and then I had it graded, and then I sold it. Learn more about submitting. So here we go. See, BGS is temporarily suspended. They'll do their own reviews, but they used to have a partnership where you could send their cards to be subbed, and then they'd bring them back. You could sell them on CMOC or have them shipped home. So I like that a lot. What else can we show? Purchase history, request shipment. So again, when you want something to be shipped to yourself, you can say, hey, select the cards that I bought or cards in my collection and request a shipment. It's one payment for shipping. So that's one of the values of CMOC. As a buyer, I could go out here and buy 50 cards over 5 weeks and not have any of them shipped. I could put them in my portfolio. I can have them for sale or not for sale. I can have them shipped to me, grade them, whatever I want to do. So I like that a lot. They also have an integration with eBay, so you can do eBay auctions through these guys. I honestly have never done it. I don't know how it works, so I'm not going to bullshit you there. My portfolios, process status. So here's the status of my cards, right? So, and also good point here to show you the fees too, guys. First of all, you can see this is my entire history. So there you go. There's all the cards that I've subbed to these guys going back to 2/17. Okay, not a lot, right? The biggest submission I did was 713 one time. Most of them are in the hundreds, a couple hundred at a time. I've got a couple hundred to go out. I just did a submission of 420 recently. It shows you your fees, how much it's going to cost to process those cards, right? So you can track all your fees, how much you pay to do that, which is important if you're running a business. You got to keep track of your costs. What else? What else is cool to show? Seller stats, sales history, account upgrades. I've never had to do this, but if you have a lot of cards in storage, like I think it's over 5,000, they've got a better rate for you. Redeemed store credit, cash out store credit. So just will show this. People ask all the time, well, how do I get that money out? I have $143. I can request a PayPal deposit. Now I want to point this out to you so you see some of the fees. If you are, let me see, small cash out fee. If you're under $250, they charge $1. Okay, 10% cash out fee on the value, and they deposit the rest in PayPal, right? So someone asked yesterday, and I wasn't sure. So you basically are paying a processing fee when you process the cards, and then you pay an exit fee when you take the money out. And again, if I want to take the money out, I hit the submit button, and it's going to go ahead and send to my PayPal account. I can request a check, same thing. They actually have a check fee though, so that's $3. Or I could redeem store credit. This is cool because you're basically buying a gift card from Blowout Cards. So for 55 bucks in store credit, I get a $50 card, right? So the fee then is 9.1% instead of the 10% that you lose in the cash out for PayPal. Now here's a good one. If you're up to 1,070, you know, you're only paying 6.5% to get $1,000 in credit. I'm sorry about these popping up. $1,000 in credit. No, I did not want to do that. There we go. I hope you guys are still with me. I will check this video before I post it. So, oh, one other thing I'll show you, the processing. Let's do a submission. How do we do a new submission? Come on, Mike. Under the gun and can't do this, can't do it when people are paying attention. Processing, sales, purchase history, request a shipment, shipment history, watch list. Ratings and request refund. Start a new submission. As if it's that difficult. How many of you are watching me and going, Mike, it's right there, it's right there. So verify your address. I confirm this is my address, yes. Confirm the following things: single card license, authentic, family friendly, sellable condition, right? You're not sending in scammed or fake cards. They don't want those, okay? And they'll check them. They'll call bullshit on you. So here's a quick picture of the fees for processing. I always have been using, wow, it's 35 cents now. It used to be 25. Then it was 30. Now it's 35 cents. So I do current year. I'm trying to think what's the difference here. Current year, or I do the 12-week. This is a new thing they've added. So again, you'll see here based on the year and stuff, they might charge more if it's past years, right? Someone asked me yesterday about sending in vintage cards. So their vintage cards are 50 cents. You can also speed this up. You want 1 week guaranteed processing, right? It's $1 per card, minimum submission, 3-week guaranteed. See, I'm fine with the 12-week guaranteed, so I do 35 cents. I have to look at this new one, what the difference is between these two guys. Elite trading card. So here's your eBay auction. If you want to sell something, maybe you have a Zion PSA silver you want to sell, you can sell it to these guys. Talks about fees here. All the fees are explained. Again, I've never done this, so do this on your own. Vintage obscure trading cards, 6-week guaranteed, 50 cents. Yeah, I think that was, someone asked me that. And comic books. I've never done comic books with these guys. I've never bought or sold. I thought about it, but I just haven't done it. So it's $5 per item per fee. So it's $5 to grade a comic book. I don't know if that's good or not. Anyway, once you select what you're doing, and I'm not going to walk through the whole process, but I'll say 12-week right here. Next, you're going to tell them how many you have approximately and what's the estimated value, right? I normally estimate about $1 per card. And what I said, if I submit 420, I'll say 420 estimated value. And then there you just confirm address and you print a shipping label. The only thing I will mention to you right now is that you, when you pack these cards, when you're sending them to CMOC, I think I have a box up here. All you want to do is put them in penny sleeves, put them in a box, and then put this box in another box and ship it. You want 2-box protection and penny sleeves only. If you put them in top loaders, they cost more to process. They'll charge you to take them out of top loader. So don't do that. Hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial on CMOC. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't get any kickbacks. I've been a fan of these guys for years. They're not the best, but again, they're doable. They help me, sell cards, make some money, and I really enjoy it.